Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to today's strength class. I'm subbing in for Coach Kimberly. Here is our waiver. As most of you have already seen, I did send a message in the chat. If you did not receive that chat message, we need to make sure that we get you added on to our QFit classes. So please send us a message or send us an email. That way we can get you added on. That way you are able to receive all the messages that we sent. Next, we have the cooking demo holiday series. Again, that was today. So hopefully you were able to receive that or watch that. For the dessert option, again, feel free to join those recordings and or watch the recordings. That way you can get some inspiration for your next meals at home. Then we have the healthy holidays. Again, that's November 19th all the way up to January 7th. Our first webinar was yesterday. We have some educational webinars throughout the year, all the way up till January. Some group coaching. I am one of the coaches. We have a healthy recipe hub, and then some fun prizes for everyone that participates. And then lastly, again, we have the 5th annual fun run. This is site specific. So if you are from Roseville or Sacramento, we did that today. Thank you all for joining. And please join the fun runs. That way you build community and make some new friends and connect with the program manager there at your site. All right, let's go ahead and start moving now. I'll go ahead and spotlight myself. Again, you'll need a pair of light to moderate dumbbells, a resistance band, a Swiss ball, or a bench is fine. If you don't have either, the ground or the mat is cool. And again, if you don't receive these messages, please send us a message. That way we can get you added to the Teams page. All right, let's go ahead and start warming up our shoulders. Let's go and do some arm circles forward. That way we can get some movements here in our shoulders, as we are doing a couple of movements that target our shoulders, both the front deltoid and the lateral / back. Let's go ahead and go backwards now. Let's go ahead and alternate each hand. So we'll go one hand over the other while the other one is resting. We will be pressing overhead. And then let's go ahead and do some arm swings lateral, one hand over the other. One hand over the other. Again, some arm circles forward. And then backwards again. And let's go ahead and go one hand over the other. Let's go ahead and just do some torso rotation. So go ahead and just kind of have your hands somewhere by your side or around your chest area. And just kind of rotate your body to get some more blood flow here to our low back, as we are doing a low back exercise. I'm going to go from the side view. So we'll have our feet directly underneath our hips, go to reach down. And move your hip side to side, get some blood flow to your low back. My hamstrings are still really stiff for a Monday. So today is my off day, actually. So I haven't really bent down today, so my hamstrings are pretty stiff. And then lastly, go ahead and grab your desk or grab your chair. Let's go ahead and do a couple leg swings. Get some movement in the very back of our legs. All right, so we're going to do an EMOM style. We're going to go 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. We have 7 different movements. We are doing a low body exercise at the very end. I can't do any knee flexion because my hamstrings are smashed. So we're going to predominantly do a lot of upper body with a little bit of glute raises at the very end with some curls. So we have, again, 7 different movements. We're going to work for 40 seconds and then rest for 20. We're going to do this for 2 intervals. All right. The very first one is we have a single arm dumbbell press or push press. So we're going to work for 20 seconds, and then we're going to go to alternate with the other hand for 20 seconds. We'll take one hand, put it in the dumbbell in the front rack position, take our hand, put it to the side. As we dip, we're going to push our knees out, and then we're going to go stand up and then lock our elbow out all the way. And then we're going to go to repeat. That's 20 seconds on, 20 seconds on, right? The next part, we'll be doing a Swiss ball fly. So you'll use your Swiss ball if you have one, which is this guy right here. If you don't have one of those, we'll use your bench. If you don't have the bench, you can just go and go on the ground and do perform that fly. The next one is we have the Jefferson curl. So this is a really good exercise for your low back. So we're going to have the dumbbell here in the very crushed grip position. We're going to go ahead and round our shoulders and round our back and just let the dumbbell kind of hang us here. And then we're going to go and stand up. It's really important here to keep your knees pretty much locked out or in a nice vertical place throughout the whole range of motion. That way you don't use your legs to help propel you forward. Okay, we're really trying to focus on isolating our low back so that we can, have some good movement and also protect ourselves when we bend down. Maybe not think about our quality of movement as we're doing all these different activities of daily living. All right. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and grab your dumbbell. I'm going to go ahead and put the clock on. That way we can go ahead and start. Whenever you're ready, grab your dumbbell. We're going to go ahead in 3, 2, 1. Starting with a single arm dumbbell push press. So dumbbell should be in the front rack position. We're going to go and dip and then lock out and then back to your shoulder. Dip, lock out, back to your shoulders. And then we're going to go and repeat for another 10 seconds until we switch hands. 3, 2, 1. All right, go and go to the next hand for the next arm. Man, I am super sore. I can barely move, honestly. Okay, we got 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to go to rest for 20 seconds. All right, rest for 20 seconds. The next one is we have the Swiss ball fly again, or the bench, or you can go ahead and go on the ground. We're going to go ahead and grab those dumbbells. We're working in about 5 seconds. Have your heels fully on the ground. Take the dumbbells, put them across your chest, and then we're going to go ahead, take the dumbbells, go away from us. You can have a nice slight bend in your elbow if you want, or you can have your elbows fully locked out. If you're on the ground, you're going to get less range of motion. Try to have your top of your forearm immersed on the ground. That way you get the most range of motion that you can. You get about 20 seconds, and then we'll go to the next movement. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to get rest for 20 seconds. The next movement will be a Jefferson curl, and all you'll need is one dumbbell. Again, this is going to target our low back. So we are focusing on rounding our back because we want to isolate our low back. We're going to go in 3 seconds. So have your feet directly underneath your hips. Whenever you're ready, go and initiate the Jefferson curl. Go and bring your chin down. Start rounding your shoulders. Try to get as deep as you can, and then go to stand up. Again, it's really important here to not utilize your legs. So just let the dumbbell take you down along with gravity. Again, really focusing on kind of rounding our back and targeting and isolating our low back. Again, low back isolation is really important. It's important, contrary to what research or people may say. It's important to target your low back, not like the deadlift or RDL or any of these exercises. Actually targeting and isolating your low back. All right, the next one is we have a diagonal raise. So you'll have your dumbbells here in the front rack position. You can put the dumbbells in the vertical or horizontal. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. So all we're doing is taking the dumbbells, have them going in the diagonal way. You should be able to see the dumbbells in your peripheral vision. I can have them go diagonal. You can play around with having the dumbbells go vertical or back to a horizontal. You will notice a difference in both positions. I like to be neutral or in this position because it keeps my shoulder safe, because I do a lot of dynamic shoulder work, like muscle ups and kipping stuff. So I like to keep my shoulder closed as opposed to open. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. 20 seconds off. We got our band now. The next one will be a band pull apart. So now we're targeting our very upper back. We're going to be in the palms up position or the supine position. Imagine a soup. So have our elbows fully locked out. We're going to go and start in 2 seconds, 2, 1, and we're just going to take the band and pull it apart from us. Again, we're looking to keep tension on the band, so don't let the band lose tension. We're looking to keep tension throughout the whole range of motion. If you want to make this more difficult, go ahead and bring your hands in closer together. That way you have more tension. We got another 10 seconds. If you're following along or if you have your own clock. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to rest. All right, we got 2 more movements before we go back up to the top and finish our superset. The next movement, we'll be doing a hammer curl along with a curl. We did this on Monday as well. Let's get a little bit of arms in. So we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. You can go and start with a hammer first, all the way back down, and then go ahead and go a curl. Or if you started first with a curl, you can go a curl, and then back to hammer. Doesn't matter which one you start first, as long as you get 1 rep of each every round. Again, targeting our very upper part of our forearms, and then obviously our full bicep as we go into that curl. Got about 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, rest. Last, we'll be on the ground. So we're doing a body weight bridge. If you want to go ahead and do a weighted bridge, go ahead and grab your dumbbell or both dumbbells, put them on your hip, and then we'll go and extend into that bridge. So we'll go on the ground. We got 5 seconds. Have your heels close to your glutes. If you have the dumbbell, put it on your hip. Go ahead and extend your hip. You're trying to create a nice straight line from our knee all the way to our hip. If you're at body weight, you can just have your hands by your side in the anatomical position. Or you can even place them around your belly. Again, make sure that your low back actually makes contact with the ground. And then you should feel this in your glutes and even your hamstrings. 2, 1. All right, rest. All right, friends, that was 1 interval. We're going to go and go back up to the top and repeat just 1 last time, okay? So the next one, we have the single arm dumbbell push press. Again, you'll do 20 seconds on your right, 20 seconds on your left. Go ahead and grab that dumbbell, get into your front rack position. 2, 1. Hand at your side, go ahead and dip, and then go ahead and lock out. Again, when you are pressing, try not to press in front of you. Okay, this is not very good movement quality. We're looking to get our earlobe somewhere around our bicep or past our bicep. That will demonstrate full range of motion of your shoulder. Sorry, switch. 20 seconds on each arm. In about 10 more seconds, we'll go to the next movement. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, good job. Just finished up that single arm dumbbell push press. We're going to go back to the Swiss ball or the bench or the ground. And if you don't have a Swiss ball, try to get one. It's really good for your abs too. All right, going in whenever you're ready. Again, also bring some awareness to your breath. Make sure that you're not holding your breath. Inhale as the dumbbells go away from you, and then go and exhale as they come together. We got 10 more seconds. Again, make sure that you're not holding your breath. You're practicing good breathing mechanics. 2, 1, rest. All right, you won't need your Swiss ball anymore or your bench. All right, we're gonna go to the Jefferson curl now. All right, we got 3 seconds. All right, have your feet directly under your hips. Go ahead and start rounding and pushing your hips back. Here we are isolating our low back. Again, the RDL, we're just basically pushing our hips back. And then the Jefferson curl, we're actually looking down here and really focusing on rounding our shoulders. That way we can isolate our low back. Preferably, you'd be actually elevated. That way you can get even larger stretch with more tension. We got 10 seconds. I'm actually really, really stiff right now, so I can't really go as deep as I want to because I'm so stiff. Rest. All right, we got 4 more movements now going to the diagonal shoulder raise. All right, go ahead and put your dumbbells in the vertical or horizontal position. Ready, work. Or you can go and alternate between those dumbbell positions. Maybe do 5 vertical, 5 horizontal. Again, for me, I prefer the dumbbells to be vertical. It just feels a lot better on my shoulders. Bring some awareness to your low back too. Try not to overextend your lumbar. So you should feel like your belly button is going through your low back. Maybe you can squeeze your glutes a little bit. That way you're in the neutral. Rest. That way your pelvis is in a neutral position. Most of the time we spend overextended with our lumbar. All right, we're gonna go ahead and grab our band now. We did palms up last set. If you want to go palms down, you can go palms down. 2, 1. All right, work. Again, you'll notice the difference here. I like to go palms up just because it puts our shoulders and our humerus in external rotation, as opposed to always being here in internal rotation where we're using our mouse or we're on our keyboard. A lot of the exercises that we do too is mostly in internal shoulder rotation. So it's always good to do stuff with your palms up. Like if you ever do a lat pull down, do lat pull down in reverse with your palms facing you. You'll also target your biceps indirectly. And then rest. All right, we got the last 2 movements now, easy ones. Again, a hammer curl and a regular curl, and then 1 last bridge. And that'll be our strength class. 5 seconds. Again, you can start with the hammer curl or the regular curl, totally up to you. Working for 40 seconds. Get really focused on squeezing your bicep as you go up on the concentric, and then you can go slow down, or you can go slow on the eccentric if you'd like. And more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. We got 1 last movement. That'll be your dumbbell glute bridge, or sorry, your body weights bridge. I'll just coach you all through as you're moving. We got 10 more seconds, so go ahead and go on the floor or on the ground. Again, if you have your dumbbell or heavier dumbbell, put it on your hips, or dumbbells, put them on your hips. Ready, work. Going to go for 40 seconds. So again, your heels should be close to your glutes. That way you can maximize that glute contraction. If you have your hands on your hips or in the anatomical position, which is your palms facing towards the sky, again, just raise your hips, extend your hips, and again, focus on squeezing your glutes. You'll also feel it in your hamstrings and maybe even your calves or your gastroc. If you have those dumbbells on your hips, you'll notice the weight as you are extending your hips. We got 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, rest, friends. Just finished 2 intervals. I'll go ahead and stop the recording right on time.